What's going on, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to another video here on Firewood Gaming. I'm Andrew, obviously, and today is day 2 of the Arena Open. Yesterday we went 7-1 in best of 1 with a really sweet four-color snow deck. We had Showdown of the Scalds and Kaya, and it was great. Yesterday's video, you should go check it out. But today we are doing day 2. Day 2 is best of 3 for everybody. There's no option for best of 1. So sideboarding is something that we're going to need to think about as we go through the cards. It forced me to open the packs when I signed up earlier. So I signed up and then left and got some food, and then now I'm back. So we're going to go through these cards. I'm going to do kind of like what I did yesterday. I am going to pull all of the cards that pull me into any specific color down onto the bottom, and then kind of go through what we want to do with that. So unfortunately, we've got 2 snow plains. Snow or plains is kind of the worst color to get snow in because the white cards don't have any snow payoffs themselves. 2 battlefield raptors, something to keep in mind in case we want to do a really aggressive deck. Rune of Sustenance can be good. Righteous Valkyrie can be really good. And then Shepherd of the Cosmos. And then we've got the 2 Valkyrie swords too. So our white doesn't look particularly aggressive necessarily, but we've got some good late stuff if we end up wanting to do that. For blue, we've got Snow Island, Icebind Pillar, and the Bergstriders. I don't know if we'll end up with enough creatures of the same type to make Reflections of Lit Yara work. My guess is no. So we're going to leave that in the sideboard for now. For black, we've got a Snow Swamp, a Skull Raid, 3 Kennel Masters. And that's kind of it. Our black looks very bad. Didn't get any removal. And no real aggressive cards either. Our red looks pretty good though. We've got 2 Frostbites, a Demon Bolt. We've got Torolf, God of Fury, and Goldspang Dragon. And then Basalt Ravager and the Firewalker too. So far it looks like red should be our main color. At least it's the strongest of all the colors we've gone through so far. In green, we've got Path to the World Tree, Sculptor of Winter with Glittering Frost, Cyril's Packmate, a couple Struggle for Stemfars, and a Ravenous Lindworm. I don't think we're going to get there on Kolvori, God of Kinship. Kolvori is a 2/4 for 4, which is not a rate I'm really excited about in Limited, or in general. But if we control 3 or more legends, she gets +4, +2, and Vigilance. And then she can look at the top 6 cards and reveal a legendary creature. There's a chance that that ability is worth it if we have enough legends, but I don't know that we'll get there. And then we have this white-blue land, which is probably not going to be very useful. Notvold Slumbermound is probably going to make the cut. So far, I like our red and green cards the most. Binding of the Old Gods, Arnie Slays the Troll, Svella are all very good cards. Marit of the Frost is good, and we've got Marit and the Bergstriders. I don't know if we'll be able to splash the Marit though. Like, we just don't have any dual lands, which is really bad. Which is really too bad. Actually, we have literally 0 dual lands. We only got snow lands. And then we've got this Rune Crown, and the only rune we have to go get is the Rune of Sustenance, but there's a chance that that ends up being good enough. So, looking at this pool, to me, red's the best color by a lot. And then I think green is probably the second best. We have some powerful cards in blue, and I wish that we could more easily splash these blue cards. Oh, this Broken Wings is probably going to get played too. I don't know if that's going to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what red-green looks like. and we might just be a kind of boring red-green deck today. After I build that, I'm going to take a screenshot and see if there's a aggressive deck that we can have as a secondary option. This format, most sealed pools tend to lend themselves to some sort of slower mid-rangey deck. If our opponent has a much better slower mid-rangey deck than we do, it might be a good option to be able to go into a more aggressive deck if we can do that. So I'm going to look to see if we have an aggressive deck. So take out everything, and then I'm going to re-add it so it sorts it for me. Okay, so we're going to go Frostbites for sure, Axguard Cavalry, Fearless Liberator. I'm going to put the Run-Amok in here for now. We do have creatures that we'll want to be attacking with, so there's a good chance that Run-Amok will be good. We'll probably play both of our Snowlands, because we'll want to play the Sculptor of Winter. So we'll play the Slumbermound, the Arnie Slays the Troll, and the Svella. So this is 22 cards. And this is not playing the Path to the World Tree. I wish we could play Path, but the only fixing we have is Glittering Frost. I think I will probably play the Glittering Frost because we've got some good big stuff to get to, and the Slumber Mound. And Svella. I'm trying to figure out if Path to the World Tree is going to be playable. I want it to be playable. And maybe between Treasures from the Dragon, excuse me, maybe between Treasures from the Dragon, Svella Manoliths, and Glittering Frost, we'll be able to play the Path to the World Tree. How are we doing in terms of removal? We've got the 2 Frostbites. We've got the Demon Bolt, Broken Wings, Arnie Slays the Troll, and then obviously we've got Torolf's Hammer, which is kind of a repeatable removal. Torolf's very good. Like, this deck is kind of built on the back of our two rares. And I guess I didn't really show off the other rares specifically. These were our other rares. Really, none of these cards are good enough on their own. The Valkyrie is good. And so I think it'll be a centerpiece of a white deck if we end up there. But the red cards are too good, I think. Okay, so now what I'm thinking is we had a couple good blue snow cards. We have the Snow-Covered Island, the Icebound Pillar, the 2 Bergstriders. And then in black, we have Binding the Old Gods. So now I'm just trying to see if, like, maybe the Fearless Liberator and the Run-Amok come out and make room for some of the bigger, slower stuff. Because big is important. Yeah, I'm going to try that. I'm going to take out the Fearless Liberator, take out the Run-Amok. Provoke the Trolls is kind of slow, but it might be worth it. How many giants do I have? Just 2, just the Basalt Ravager and the Cinderheart Giant. It's probably still worth playing the Squash. So this is 21 cards. if I go Path to the World Tree, that's 22. Snow Island, Snow Swamp, Binding the Old Gods. Do I have enough Snowlands to justify the Icebind Pillar? I think I probably do, because Svella's Manaless can turn it on also. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Glittering Frost is 5. Sculpt, or Path to the World Tree is 6. I've got 6 Snowlands. And this is 26 cards, so this is too many cards, but I wonder if playing the Snowlands is worth it. It makes the deck a little bit less consistent, but I do think it probably adds power to it. The Bergstriders are very good. Just locking down opponents' best things and continuing to attack through it is really strong in this format. I wonder if I have enough removal to not main deck the Broken Wings. The 2 Frostbites, the Arnie Slays the Troll, the 2 Struggle for Skemfars, and the Demon Bolt. And this Provoke the Trolls. Yeah, I'm going to start with Broken Wings in the sideboard, especially since this is best of 3. And now what? This is 15 cards. I still want to make 2 cuts. Maybe Axeguard Cavalry isn't particularly good here. It's more of an aggressive card, and I'm trying to be a smaller deck, or a bigger deck. So there's a chance I could cut the Axeguard Cavalry. And then one more cut. Would be what? I like Mass Bend. I like having access to one of these effects. And I guess this is another reason I can trim the Broken Wings. I'm looking at either the second Struggle for Skemfar or like the Provoke the Trolls. I guess, or the Binding. I think the splash is pretty easy though. With the Glittering Frost, the Path to the World Tree, and Svella, and a Swamp, that's like 4 sources. I think that's enough. It might just be like only play 1 Bergstrider, something like this. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. I'm gonna look at the pool a little bit more, see if there's an aggro deck I can build, and I will be back in a minute with what I figure out. So I've decided that this is the deck I'm going to play, or this is the deck I'm going to start game 1 with at least. I do think that playing the Bergstrider, at least one of them, and the Icebind Pillar is going to make the deck better on average, at least in longer games. So that's the plan. I have a red-white deck that I've taken a screenshot of that I am going to sideboard into if necessary, but for game 1, I'm going to try to be a bigger deck and win the long game with my Path to the World Tree, Dragon, Cinderheart Giant, and Notvolt Slumber Mound. So we'll see if we can get there. The Broken Wings is still on the sideboard, so there's a chance that will come in often also. We're going to keep this. It's kind of a slow hand, but Ravager into Squash is fine. We have a lot of removal in our deck, so the plan's just going to be to kill a lot of our opponent's stuff and win a longer game. Drawing Icebind Pillar there is obviously not not the best draw in our deck. Okay, Death Knell Berserker. I'm gonna need to find fourth land. I was hoping I'd find it by now. Goldspan Dragon's a good draw though. It will let me play the Icebind Pillar later, and then I already have the snow-covered forest to start activating the Icebind Pillar, so that's fine. Just need to find a land, any land. Okay, that works. So now... I'm trying to figure out if I should provoke the trolls and just destroy something this turn, or play out the Basalt Ravager for just as a blocker, but I don't want to block with it. I think we'll just provoke the trolls on the 2/3. Not the best. They still get to draw a card off of their Blood Sky Massacre. Arnie Slays the Troll with Goldspan Dragon's kind of great because I get to make extra treasure when I tell the dragon to fight something. And a Packmate, okay. Our opponent's drawn a lot of cards. Their deck looks good. I'm just going to play my dragon and attack. I didn't come here to not play my dragon and attack. They haven't seen any creatures from me yet, so the dragon might just need a removal spell, but on the chance that it doesn't, I think this is the right play. Next turn I can Basalt Ravager plus Squash something. Or Arnie Slays the Troll plus Squash. I have a lot of options next turn. Let us see what our opponent does. Okay, I'm not surprised to see them attack. I'm okay with the attack because of all the removal I've got in my hand. If we want to race, I think I'll be okay. Dwarven Hammer, that's their play. That's actually okay with me. Because Basalt Ravager gets to shoot the X1. So I'm actually going to fight the Death Knell Berserker because I don't want them to get an extra card off of it. Oh, this is only spells. Okay, that's fine. And then Basalt Ravager. that. And I'll end the turn. Holding up Squash. I will just trade the Ravager for the Packmate here, if they offer the trade. I want to get a creature in my graveyard for Mass Vandal to eat the Dwarven Hammer. What happens next turn? Oh, my dragon gets huge? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna block. Maybe you can argue that I'm not supposed to block there, since they didn't equip the hammer. And then I can just crack back for 8, for 10. Okay, this is gonna work out just fine. Let's see. I'm just gonna make blue play Icespine Pillar. Attack for 6. And now, so I could play Mass Vandal, kill the Draugr's Helm. Or I could just not. I can Icespine Pillar something and squash something. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Cool. Goldspan Dragon's a good card. We saw 2 equipment from them, so I think I definitely want to bring a Broken Wings in. Since they were playing a deck with like 2/2s and stuff, I don't think I want to go into my white build. I think I'll stay with the red-green. What am I taking out to make room for Broken Wings? I wonder if on the play, if the Arnie slays the troll might be a little too slow. Because we need to have a creature that can fight one of their creatures. And then that has also got me thinking about maybe adding in Axguard Cavalry. Maybe, I don't like Vault Robber, but maybe even Vault Robber just as a creature. Ooh, Shackles is interesting. I wonder if all things even Shackles is better than Broken Wings against them. They were a red-black deck, or a green-black deck. All 3. They were a Jund deck. So they probably won't have that many flyers. Yeah. I'm gonna go Shackles instead of Arnie. I'm gonna bring in the Axguard Cavalry instead of what? Nothing. Okay, no Axguard Cavalry. Shackles might be wrong. This might be too cute. But I think Arnie Slays the Troll is going to be a little too slow against them. Especially if they're in the play. When I'm on the play, I will probably just bring it back in. We're just keeping the sand. Hand's great. Toralf's Hammer is really good with Svella. Path to the World Tree is going to let us cast Svella on curve. Svella is going to ramp us into Lindworm. We're all good. We are all good. Svella blocks well also. Yeah, our game plan's pretty straightforward here. We didn't see any rares from them first game, so I'm going to hold on to Squash for as long as I can. And try to just use... Yeah, they're just playing little dorks. Discard Jarl of the Forsaken. I'll play Path to the World Tree. I'm gonna go get... What? Blue or black? Blue or black? I have more blue cards than I have black cards. I'm gonna get Snow Island. And I'll probably draw Binding the Old Gods here. Next turn, I'm just going to play Svella. I don't have any fear. If they kill Svella, that's a thing they can do. If not, Svella's going to block this Immerstrom Raider very well. It's a nice little combo they've got. Here's Svella. I'll absolutely block. I've got gas in my hand, so if they have a combat trick, they can use it on to kill Svella. That being said, maybe I can wait one more turn. Because what could they have? They could have Run Amok. That's like the obvious one. Yeah, I'll actually wait a turn. Because next turn I'll have Provoke the Trolls up. So I'll just play Land and Pass next turn. And if the board is the same or similar, I can just Provoke the Trolls. After I declare Svella as a blocker. Okay, they found their swamp. Their 3-color aggro deck. And they made 2 2-1s. Yeah, that's pretty good. Lindworm's gonna be very good for us a few turns from now. And since they're not killing Svella... maybe they had nothing. Yep, there's the Binding the Old Gods right on time. So let's see. Just passing. Just passing. Go to blocks. I'll block a 2-1. 4, 5, 6. Go to 8. Yeah. They do have the Run Amok. I've got the Provoke the Trolls. Yeah, I'm taking damage here. It kind of sucks, but I want to keep Svella around. Demon Bolt was nice there. So I can... foretell this, pass the turn. And now Svella can make a Monolith, and then I can Demon Bolt their Immerstrom Raider. And then I've still got Squash. Next turn I can get the Hammer going, or Binding the Old Gods. We've got lots of things we can do. The Demon Bolt basically puts a lock on this game. And I might actually just Binding the pick here, not the creature. Bloodsky Massacre is good for our opponent. These are both Berserkers. Okay. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I go Binding, kill the pick, they get to attack and draw 2 cards. If I go Binding on the Bloodsky Massacre, I'll have to trade Svella for their creature. If I go Torolf, or if I go Hammer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can go Hammer, equip Hammer, block, shoot. I think I'm still playing Binding, shooting the pick, and passing the turn. I'm going to let my opponent draw 2 cards here. Which is kind of scary. I'll go to 6. I'll be able to activate Path to the World Tree next turn. And then I can, or I can like play Lindworm. Our opponent's got really just the pick is scary. Kaldheim pick is scary. Okay, they're just gonna slam. That makes sense. Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. Go to blocks, block the 2/1. We can just let damage happen. I'm at 6. Next turn I'll have 8 mana. I'd love to find a Frostbite, that way I can Lindworm plus Frostbite something. That would be good. Oh, Immerstrom Karn is scary. Hammer resolves. Yep. Okay. So I can activate Path to the World Tree, kill the Berserker, but that's all I'm doing this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This costs 7. Or I can place Sculptor of Winter and plan on squashing something. Or I can play Torolf, equip it, and play Sculptor. I think that's the play. So I'm going to go Sculptor, play the hammer, equip the hammer to Svella, pass the turn. They get some extra mana. And now the plan is to, well, we'll see what they do. If they move the hammer, I'm just going to throw the hammer. If they move their hammer, I'm going to throw my hammer at their berserker. If they don't move the hammer, I will double block the berserker and then throw the hammer at the dwarf. Oh, they're just going to do this to me now. Okay. Discard Squash because I want to gain life with Lindworm. They could just have provoked the trolls to kill us here. That would suck. Tormentor's Helm is also scary. They're trying to equip the helm. Okay, that resolves. They're going to attack, so that's fine. I'll go to blocks, and I'll double block this. And then I will throw the hammer at that. And I survived. Whew. Have a Lindworm. Play this. Equip Svella. I'm going to start attacking. I want to make this game done. And we got there. That was scary. Our opponent's deck was a little scarier than I gave it credit for, but we got there in the end. I'm going to take a short break, and I will be back for round two shortly. All right, we're back for round two. We are looking for games. In that last match, we definitely saw the power of some of our best cards, right? Actually, all of our best cards made an appearance. Gold's Pendragon just single-handedly won us game 1. And then game 2, it was a combination of Svella, Path for the World Tree, and Torolf's Hammer doing work. I think I'm going to mulligan this. There's a world where this is a keep if I knew what my opponent was doing, but since I don't, I feel like I need to mulligan. I'll keep this. I'll put a mountain back. Not a great opening hand, but it's not that bad. Okay, our opponent has a little aggro deck. I hope my Firewalker will be able to fight something on turn 4. We will see. Okay, them foretelling something there is, I think, good for us. Kind of slows Means they're a little slower. They're not putting that much more pressure on the table right now. Okay, cool. Another foretell is, again, not that bad for us. We'll just run out Firewalker this turn. They could have removal spells for Firewalker. Or they could have nothing. We will see. Or, when I say nothing, I mean they could just play to the board, or they could have removal spells. And they just didn't do anything. So they could have Iron Verdict. I feel like I want to use Arnie Slays the Trolls while the getting's good. Oh, they're just Feed the Serpenting? Serpenting? I guess I didn't really consider Feed the Serpent. That's okay. They're just playing 4/4. I'll just run out Svella here. Provoke the Trolls obviously can't kill Master Scald, which kind of sucks. And another foretell. Interesting. Okay. Skull Raid. Jokes on you, opponent. I didn't need those lands anyways. Just passing. This turn I can make a thing and provoke the Trolls. I don't think I want to provoke the Trolls on the Raptor though. Maybe I do. No, I don't know. I'm just gonna wait one more turn. Svella might be dying here to Iron Verdict. Yeah. Well, if you only draw lands, that's how games are gonna go. I guess I'll hold it in case they have another Skull Raid. I'll shoot the Raptor. We've got some draws that keep us in this game, right? Lindworm. Frostbite's not going to do it, though. Okay. Well, that was unfortunate. So what did we see? We saw Skull Raid, Feed the Serpent, Iron Verdict, Battlefield Raptor, and Master Scald. And then a Scorn Effigy at the end there. I think we want to do something similar to last time, where the Arnie Slays the Troll is probably going to be good enough. I wonder if this is the kind of matchup where I stop playing with my blue cards because the mana inconsistency kind of sucks. Like, I want this Broken Wings. And I wouldn't mind having X-Guard Cavalry just as an early play. Broken Wings in. I'm just going to take out the Provoke the Trolls. It's a little mopey. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm only playing 17 lands, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. We're gonna go first this game, and we're going to get a better mix of lands and spells. I can feel it. Maybe I'm supposed to take out the Cinderheart Giant. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna put a mountain back. I'm gonna hope that I find a forest. I probably should have cut the Cinderheart Giant. Okay, I did find a forest. That's good. Oh, I can't even do what I want to do. I was gonna say I'll just play this plus fight something immediately. But I can't even do that because I don't have 2 forests. I don't want another forest right now. Okay, Path to the World Tree's a nice draw. I think I'll just go Sculptor here. It's going to... Yeah, next turn I can go Path. I can go Path, get Forest, struggle. Or... do I just block? No, I don't think so. I have 2 fight cards in my hand. I don't think I block. Oh, they're just playing Valkyrie's Sword? Interesting. So I think I'm going to struggle while I can. Oh, I guess I could have Village Rights. Looks like it. Yep. And the reason I was slow rolling the path was just in case I drew something like a Bergstrider. Only having 1 green is a little annoying, but I think we'll be able to deal with it. Huh. What do I discard here? I could keep Path because Path is good late. And they don't have a creature. And I won't be able to get my island. Yeah. I'm still gonna go get the island here. Now I just need Glittering Frost or Svella or Goldspan Dragon to activate Path. because otherwise I was keeping Arnie Slays the Troll, and I know that they have like 4/4s and stuff in their deck. I don't know if that's where I want it to be. I think this gives me the best chance to win. That Skull Raid was really good though. Maybe they're not quite as... Oh. Varagoth is good. I don't think it can attack, because I think... Oh, never mind, I have to attack. Cool. Oh, do they have a combat trick? Cool. So they were gonna get me anyways. That kind of sucks. Our opponent's deck seems good. They've also drawn quite well. The Village Rites to protect their Berserker, Skull Raid, after we had to mulligan in both games. Three, four, five, six. So I can activate the Slumber Mound next turn. Slumber Mound. And I'll be able to make a 4/4 that can trade with their Varagoth. This game might just go long enough for us to get back in. It's going to be close, though. Blow up their Sinkhole. Make a 4/4. We'll trade off if we can. We've got Frostbite. Like I said, we've got like 3 cards that can turn on Path to the World Tree for us. And we just want to block here. So this means that they probably cannot play something and equip it with the Valkyrie Sword, which means maybe Frostbite will be able to do something. Okay, I'm just slamming Lindworm. This is how we win the game. Maybe our opponent's flooding out a little bit. Maybe they're running out of things to do with all of their cards. It's unlikely, though, because they... Oh, okay, they're just feeding the Serpent. Okay. I think we're actually in a decent spot right now. Never mind. I'm gonna draw, if I find a squash or something, it's gonna be better than double frostbiting this thing. This card's very good. I'll take 1 hit from this. But I'll have to kill it next turn. Because it'll have double strike, and a 6/5 double strike kills me. Wonder why they said oops. This is only a sorcery. I guess I'll just do this now. cool. Not literally dead this turn. That one will kill me eventually. Oh, they'll be able to eventually throw it into the Great Hall to get an Angel and a 2/2. Actually, I think they can do it right now to put lethal on board. Yep. And we just drew some lands. Damn. I hoped our deck would do better, but our opponent had a really good black-white deck and just couldn't keep up. Be back for match 3 shortly. We're jumping into round 3 here, day 2 of the Arena Open. So I'm going to keep the change I made previously. I'm leaving the Provoke the Trolls in the sideboard and the Broken Wings in the main deck. Oh, I'm playing against the Mighty Linguini. This is... oh, what's her name? She's a player from Canada. Looks like she mulliganed. Am I gonna mulligan this? I have a play on 2. I have good red cards if I find red mana. I think I'm gonna keep this. It's close. Since I'm on the draw, since she mulliganed, and since I've got some cheap red cards to play, I think I'm gonna keep this hand. Carolyn. That's her name. This is Carolyn, the Mighty Linguini. Back when GPs were a thing. We are from the same region in North America, so we'd end up at a lot of the same GPs. And then my buddy Campbell and her would chat a little bit. I never really got to know her all that well, but it looks like they've got a tough mulligan decision here, which is really unfortunate. I know how I know how hard that can be. Well, Cinderheart Giant might be good. It's not really not really the card I was hoping to draw there. We are set up for the long haul. Would have been great if that could have been a Snow Forest or something. They have a Frostbite. Yep. Alright. Mountain would be good. Path to the World Tree would be good. Glittering Frost would be excellent. Mountain. How about Struggle for Scumfar? Yeah, this draw's going well for our opponent here. They're gonna get to attack, fix their mana. Oh, they get to Glittering Frost and attack and fix their mana? Must be nice. Get a swamp. That's not too surprising to me. Okay, cool. We got to go Path to the World Tree. Get our Snow Mountain. Play the Snow Mountain. I'm just gonna go ahead and Frostbite the Horizon Seeker now. Depending on what the follow-up is for our opponent here, Firewalker plus Struggle might be good. Alright, just a foretell. So I'm just going to go Firewalker plus the hammer here. Next turn I can equip the hammer and do some stuff with it maybe. She could also just kill my Firewalker, and I'd be pretty sad about it. So hammer won't make the Firewalker any bigger, but it will. I'll get the lightning bolt effect off of it. Skull Ray to take my last 2 cards. It's a little unfortunate. I was still a land away from casting the Cinder Hard Giant though, so. If she doesn't have a creature here, I'm not going to equip the hammer. I'm just going to attack and use the boast ability. If I'm allowed to do so. Nope, not allowed. I'll hold my land, I suppose. Goldspan Dragon. That's a card I want to draw. I can Goldspan Dragon plus Struggle. What else do I want to draw? Serap's Packmate would be a great draw. Other than that, we've got a bunch of removal spells which don't do anything right now. I'm glad I kept that land in my hand. And what else? Foretell something? Sure. Arnie slays the trolls, not going to do anything. They'll just pass it back. That's what I wanted to draw. Wishing I had played Hammer as Toralf himself a little bit now, but you know, what can you do? Bergstrider is another good draw. Okay, we've got Demon Bolt. It's gonna do something at least. It's gonna kill a Bergstrider. You're gonna go to 14, yep. Yeah, the more she keeps drawing spells, the worse this gets for us. Her deck looks great. She's got really good fixing and a bunch of good cards. And I'm dead. I'm definitely going to switch to the aggro deck here. I don't think my deck is good enough the way it's built to keep up. So I'm gonna do some quick sideboarding. These, this, this. One of these, the oracles. Cavalry, run amok. Provoke the trolls, the lands. And then I'm missing, what am I missing? The rune crown. And 2 mountains. This is too many cards now. Oh, I took the squash out. Do I want to take the squash out? Tornal, Frontamuk, Fearless Liberator. If anything, I might take the Provoke the Trolls out, though that is a bit of a gotcha. I'm gonna lose the Provoke the Trolls. No, I'm gonna lose a Frostbite. I'm gonna keep the Provoke the Trolls. It can go face, and it can turn into 5 damage. This is the plan. Yep. All right, we're gonna go first, and we're gonna try to aggro her out. Let's see if this works. Yeah, this is the plan. Creature, attack. My plan is to just play Toralf as a creature here. Frostbite the Sculptor. Get in. Foretell something, might be Packmate. Attacks, play a 5/4. We also saw Behold, the Multiverse. Ooh, Spirit is pretty good for her. Luckily, we've got this Run Amok to push damage through. I'm just gonna smash. Use the Run Amok. Play 2/1. And that might have been good enough. Bergstrider gets to tap down Toralf. do I attack here? Do I throw away Story Seeker for 2 damage? You know, I think so. I'm gonna hold the land in my hand. Rootless you. She's just dead, right? Block the 2 big things, take 3. Whew, nice. That went very well. That was awesome. Sideboard planned for the win. Now, it's a bit of a mind game. What do I do? What do I do on the draw? On the draw, I kind of need to decide soon. I kind of want to stay this deck. I don't know if my slow deck can compete with hers. So now I'm wondering, do I sideboard anything? So options are Frostbite instead of Squash, second Valkyrie Sword, Frostbite instead of Squash. I don't think so. I only have the 1 giant. You know what? Yes, I'm going to go Frostbite instead of Squash. We've seen a couple more 2 toughness creatures now. Yep, gonna stay this deck. I think we should be able to chip in enough damage early and then potentially win the game with flyers later. That's the dream. And we're gonna keep this hand. Looks like our opponent's deciding what she wants to do. And with this hand, we're going to go Liberator on 2. This card's not particularly impressive, but we're going to try to get a 2-1 off of it, and then follow up with like Shieldmate plus Foretell on 3, or on 4. Might have to go Rune Crown, get my rune on turn 3. We'll see. This is an okay hand. It gains some life with Rune Crown, which would turn on the Valkyrie if we ever draw it. Looks like she decided to keep 7. Lead on Mountain to keep her guessing a little bit. Now the jig is up. I'm gonna try to get an attack in with the Liberator. I'm hoping Shepherd plus Rune Crown is going to be a nice way to finish the game. Oh, she even has a pathway to help fix her mana? Her deck seems sweet. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's not what I wanted to draw there. So Egan means I can't really attack. My play was going to be Rune Crown. But now that the rune's in my hand, I wonder if I just like hard cast the Doomscar Oracle. Yeah, I'm gonna hard cast the Doomscar Oracle this turn. I'll put the Rune of Sustenance on something and attack in with it, and then buy it back later with Rune Crown. Open mana. I'm just gonna go to combat. Go to damage. Here. I could just make it 2-1. Or I could do 2 things this turn. I think I'm gonna use my mana the best and double spell. So she's missing green mana. Which either means she sideboarded into a different deck this time, or that she's just missing green mana. Furia. Okay. That's annoying. Let's see. That's so bad. I just need to get the Rune Crown out. It sucks that I need to like do it this way. But I just need to keep attacking. Next turn I'll probably do an all attacks, depending on what the board looks like. Bergstrider's annoying. She can attack, yep. I can move the crown and attack. That doesn't seem super worth it. I think I'll just play Doomscar Oracle, move the crown to it, and say no attacks. This Furia is doing a good job of keeping the board locked down. No plays there is good for us. So we have 3 humans. Is there a way I get a 4th human? Cleric, Cleric, Berserker, Warrior. No. I think I just say all attacks here. See what happens. Yep, that's fine. Trade off, gain a bunch of life. I'll go ahead and play my land, make a creature, play Basalt Ravager, finish off Furia. Okay, got lethal on board. She found a forest, okay. So that means she didn't sideboard, she's just playing a very multicolored deck. Glittering Frost. And Spirit, Ooh, Valkyrie Sword. Does that win the game this turn? Play this, equip this, for example. This is a 4, this is a 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 4, 4, 3, blocks of 4, takes 4, 3, 2, so not dead. In that case, I think I just say all attacks. And then make a 6/5. Okay, so it was a Sorrel's Packmate that she threw into Foretell earlier. She's got a Sculptor of Winter. And she's got mana to cast Feed the Serpent. Let's see. I'm just gonna go to combat with my Angel. Thor was a great draw there. I've got enough lands that I can play it, equip it, and use it this turn, and then do the same thing next turn, and that'll just be lethal also. I'm going to force her to deal with this first. Broken Wings, kill the creature, yep. Hammer. Equip Hammer. Throw Hammer. Maybe it would have been best to wait to do that in case she has the Mind Rot. That would suck if I get Mind Rotted here. That would be really bad. Should have waited. Horizon Seeker, land, nothing. That's good for me. Finding that mountain is good too. I can now equip twice. And throw the hammer at you. Nice. Our aggro deck sideboard plan got us there. And we're moving on to 2 and 1. I will take a quick break and be back with round 4 in just a minute. Alright, we're jumping into round 4. And I decided, because of how well the red-white deck performed in that last match, after sideboarding, that I'm just going to start with it this game. I haven't been particularly impressed with the green-based deck. I think that there's some power there, but it hasn't shown up really. So I'm gonna start with the other deck and see how it goes. This looks fine. Not great, but fine. Just gonna slam Fearless Liberator here. If it gets a hit in, that's great. If it doesn't, I can Frostbite something and then suspend the Doomscar Oracle. A lot of people just foretell on 2. Yeah, nice. So now I will go ahead and take my 2/1. This could be a Sorrel's Packmate. That's kind of what I'm guessing. And it is. Unfortunately, Frostbite doesn't deal with it, of course. Probably just going to provoke the trolls and attack past it. Now I've got Frostbite. If they play an X2, I've got Doomscar Oracle plus Frostbite potentially. Oh, or they can play a 1/4. That's pretty good against me. And they had the way down. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is play the planes, play a Doomscar Oracle, play Valkyrie, gain 2. No attacks. Next turn I'll hit for 6. I might put the rune on the Valkyrie, we'll see. And they named a red with this, right? Yeah. So it looks like there's some sort of 5-color snow deck. Okay, Ice Troll is annoying for me. That means I can't attack with the Doomscar Oracle anymore. And so I'm just going to rune up the Valkyrie. And start attacking in the air. Oh, they had broken wings. That sucks. Sucks a lot. I guess I just... Oh no, I should have attacked. That was dumb. Missed an attack there. Because I'm not blocking with this, I should have attacked. Shodan of the Scalds. That's very nice from our opponent. It's a great card. And what good hits too. No, they can go Swamp plus Elderfang. I'll discard that. Okay, Shepherd is a nice find. Because it's going to be able to get back my Rune of Sustenance next turn. This turn, I'll attack with Doomscar Oracle. That's fine, because I want to Frostbite it. And their stuff's going to get massive here. But I think it was important to take the 1/4 off the table. It was going to get... It was going to be the recipient of many Showdown of the Skulls counters, so... Interesting that they played the Volatile Fjord from their hand this turn instead of the Alpine Meadow. No blocks. Ooh, Dragon? Dragon. And I hope that my Flyers can finish out the game. We will see. Our opponent's already used 3 removal spells. It would not be unreasonable for them to have more, obviously, but they might be running out. Next turn I get to... Oh no. That was so good for them. Worked out perfectly. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to gain life. I guess I'll just run out the Righteous Valkyrie first. This Ice Troll could be massive if they want it to be. No. I would have just kept putting stuff on the troll if I were them. I guess I can't block because Elder Hall will finish it off. So Shepherd. Oh my god. Just had nuts removal spells this game. And they gain 5, so I can't race anymore. Wow. Their deck seems very good. Okay, now on the play, there's a chance that I can still aggro them out. Just get in underneath their removal. I don't think my late game's any better than theirs. They showed me a lot of removal spells and the Showdown of the Scalds. I think I'm just gonna more or less hit submit here. See if I can win a game on the play, and then on the draw I would go slower. They had Ice Troll. Which would be a great thing to Shackles, obviously. I'm gonna try Shackles over a Frostbite, I think. Any other changes? I'm wondering if like Valor of the Worthy might be worth it. Because they have so many removal spells, if I can attach it early on, it could be good. No, I'll just hit submit. Just try to get in underneath them. Game 3, I'll try to go bigger and just trade off with them, I think. I might even bring in like the Mind Rot instead of the Berg Strider and the Ice Troll. Or not the Ice Troll. The tappy thing. Okay. This hand is okay. Could use a decent payoff for later. Could use an equipment. But we'll see if we can get there. able to sneak in underneath. And that's just the plan. Play a 2-1, make a 2-1, play a 4-4. Yeah, he's basically a 4-4. Side Troll's good. I'm just going to attack into it. I guess I should have played my land first. Then I could have gotten another 2-2 or a 2-1. Yep, I messed that up. I don't think it will matter all that much in the grand scheme of things. Okay. I might have Disdainful Stroke. Nope. Feed the Serpent. Yep. Okay, I don't need any more lands, I just need good spells. Okay. Post-combat rune seems kind of weird, but I want to draw a card, so... And we're flooding, and we might just die here. It's too bad. Had a good opener, then just drew basically lands for the rest of the game. Okay, Provoke the Trolls is some burn for later. Cool, they had nothing. I wonder if they had a counterspell there. Or they have a removal spell they don't want to spend on this. Yeah. I think I'm done playing lands now, just in case they have the Mind Rot effect. I'd rather discard these 2 lands than let them draw cards. I'll play a 2-1. Just need to squeak in a little bit more damage before the Provoke the Trolls is just lethal. Showdown of the Scalds is not good for me. Land, Path, Iron Verdict, Guardian Gladewalker. Okay. So they can get like Path and Guardian Gladewalker. Path to the World Tree is going to be hard to beat. Our opponent's deck looks sweet. Path to the World Tree, a bunch of removal spells, Showdown of the Scalds. Yep, and they'll just make a 2-2 here. Make a 1-1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we might be able to steal this game. Iron Verdict can't kill our Angel Warrior. They can activate Path to the World Tree, but that won't kill our Angel Warrior if they tap out at all. So like if they play something else here. No. Well, I think we might be dead. At the beginning of your upkeep. Oh, so they just get to draw creatures for the rest of the game. I think one of the only ways we win from here is like drawing our dragon. Okay, let's cycle. I think it's in the graveyard, right? Yeah. Assault Ravager doesn't do a ton, but it does deal a damage to them. What do they have? Demon Bolt? Oh, it goes into the battlefield? Oh. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 5, 6, 7. God, this sucks. This is not how I wanted to go out. Mm-hmm. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, so I can get a 1. Right on time. I can't get enough life to survive. Guess I'll just play it out. Yeah, our opponent's deck looks really good, and our deck's not. Well, I guess that's it for me. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the videos. I'll see you next time.